some communities will keep you stuck in that. They'll feed this very idea that
They don't like this. I made sure that I stitched this part that where she said some communities will keep you stuck. And I think the comment section doesn't like what she's saying because they correlate certain words. Like we guys, I don't know what it's called, but we correlate certain words to specific conversations. And what she's saying when she says communities is any group of people. But I think because we're always talking about race and we're always talking about the black community and the white community, that black people in this conversation are taking this personally when they probably should, because she's talking about black people. I don't know if she's specifically talking about black people, but she worded this and they feel attacked. But the point of what she's saying is that we all go through shit. When she says, like, I think when people say, this is harmful, this is dangerous to have this type of thinking, it's not. You have to have a broader perspective when it comes to the world. You can't just think about this, you know what I mean? What she's saying essentially is whatever you have been through, someone else has gone through it. It's not something that has not been seen ever from anyone in the world. Like, she's not saying you're not special. I think she even took the time to say it matters. What you've been through matters, and you need to like dissect that and go through the healing process of that. But when you hide behind it constantly and play a perpetual victim, you can never escape that victimhood. You'll always be trying to empower your pain and empower, the negativity as the reason for anything you do. I think people should look at this from a perspective where they're not thinking of themselves. Think of other people. Like, think of somebody who you keep going around who continues to talk about their pain and you're sick of it, right? It's not about just being sick of it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, this can't be healthy for you to wallow in, you know what I mean? It's like the movie Inside Out. Joy thought that sadness just wanted to wallow in it when we knew she had to get through it. That's why it is okay to talk about your pain and talk about your experiences. But the reason we do that is so we can heal, so we can get through it, not stay stuck in it and say, I have the right to be in this pain. Someone commented in my comment section one time, and I was talking about the arrogance in the black community and the victimhood and why everybody's always like feeling justified to be nasty because of what black people have been through as a culture. And here's the thing, none of us have been through what our ancestors been through. We've been through things. I'm not saying that racism and stuff and systemic racism is not still alive, but we haven't been hung from trees collectively. Yes, it's still happening, but collectively we should be a little bit more evolved. But we speak as if this happened to us specifically yesterday, and it didn't happen to us yesterday. There are instances where these things are continuing to happen, but we don't come together and do anything about it. We just wail and cry for the people who are being murdered by the system and people who are getting away with it. But like, even that, you're not even empowered. This is how you know you're not healing, because you're not even empowered to fight back. You just cry and then wait for the next instance to happen. To me, that's a telltale sign that you're not healing. You're staying stuck and you're just going in this circular pattern. Sorry for jumping around. I didn't finish my sentence, but somebody had commented that our children have the right to be arrogant. Like, arrogant is not the right word. You don't want your children to be arrogant. Maybe confident, but not arrogant. But it's like the community is fighting for the right to be badly behaved. It's not like that's what you're fighting for. I just had a conversation. I'm not going to say no names, but somebody was saying, like, basically, like, so what? Like, we deserve to be able to behave badly. And that's the rhetoric. They know they're behaving badly. People who stay in their victimhood know that they're making people uncomfortable. They're choosing to do it because they're empowering the pain instead of empowering the healing. And we all need to heal at this point. There's nothing being said wrong. And honestly, it was a little bit refreshing to look in this comment section and see how many people were disagreeing with her, because I was confused. Like, Why is what I'm saying offensive to the community, the black community? Why is what I'm saying is offensive? And here's the thing, and I'm going to end it with this. This is something that you don't want to hear, but so my forward thinking brain completely understands that if you continue this way, people are going to also feel justified in saying that they don't think that you should be a part of society with your negativity. I just saw a story, and I'm not saying that I agree with him. I'm going to say it again. I'm not saying that I agree with him. But this is the response that you're going to get if you're behaving as violent, I don't give a fuck type people. They're going to say, well, what's the point of you being here? But you guys know the story. The guy who was saying that he was going to take out 30,000 of us. I am not justifying that. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that, he's not the first person to say he want to take out a group of people. That goes to the point that she made. There's people out here who are not well, who think that they need to do things like this, right? But I don't think black people are understanding, because I saw another video where somebody's saying, what did we ever do? Are you clueless and not understanding that it doesn't matter if you're going out there doing it? You combine everything with blackness. So this is what the world does with us. So they're not pointing you out and saying you're a good behavior, you're a bad behavior. You make everything a black issue. You make everything black. You're marketing yourself as a singular group. You get what I'm saying? Like, you are just your skin color. So therefore, people, when they see your skin color behaving badly, and there's a lot of people with our skin color behaving badly, and no one wants to admit that. We know the reasons why. We don't have to go through the reasons. We've been through the reasons within the community over and over and over and over. And I'm trying to figure out when we're going to get to the next step. People will feel justified in retaliating if you are walking around here badly behaved, arrogant, entitled to your victimhood, saying, I don't give a fuck about nobody else but my people. You have now become annoying. You have now become a group of people that people don't see anything wrong with something happening to because of the way that you show up. I'm not saying that you have to kiss anybody's ass. All I'm saying is that show up with a little bit more kindness. Show up with a little bit more empathy for other people other than yourself, because your victimhood is swallowing you. It's swallowing you to the point where you don't see how you're affecting the world, and you don't understand why the world is responding to you the way that they are. You actually only chuck it up to a skin color, when now it's not just about skin color. It's about your behavior. It's about your behavior. And I'm not justifying the acts that people are saying they want to do towards us. But when somebody's out of line, you want to punish them. Sorry, a dash came in. When somebody is doing something to harm other people, you want to stop them in their tracks. You guys cannot keep walking around harming people, being ignorant, walking around saying whatever the fuck you want to, saying I could do that because I'm black, and then thinking people are not supposed to respond, and then being manipulative and saying they're just doing it because the color of my skin. No, they correlate the color of your skin to your behavior now. Your behavior has gotten out of hand because you're attached to your victimhood, and you need to let that go so you can heal, so that we can be better for society. It's not just about black people. There's other races and cultures of people that live in this world. It's not just black. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I had to put this on the end. But black people don't even treat each other good. So miss all that we black and we proud and protect blackness. That's my whole point. You treat each other like shit. You've lost, you don't even know where your hatred is directed towards. It would make more sense to me if the hatred was directed towards a certain group of people, and you're just being belligerent to these group of people. You're just being belligerent to each other, to other people, the people who ain't did shit to you. It's just like, enough. But I had to put that on the end because I know somebody's gonna come in, well, you don't understand. No, you're badly behaved, and you need to heal.